Hi. Okay, I'm trying to set up my phone because I don't have a stand for it so that I can sit and like show you things on this video inside my classroom this week. So I hope my phone doesn't fall down and mess up my video, but I'm actually going to try to show you today why a white piece of printer paper. Uh-oh. Somebody's looking for a student. Happens. So I'm actually going to show you why a white piece of printer paper is a teacher's best friend. So let's talk about those times when you come in and you haven't planned anything, or you haven't planned anything great, or what you did yesterday made it so that what you have planned for today doesn't seem like such a good idea anymore. I don't know. There's a million different reasons. If you're a teacher, you know what I'm talking about. So you have to have a backup to a backup to a backup plan, right? As a teacher, you have to have multiple things in your toolbox, as we all say, so that you can be prepared for the lesson. So that's why I think that a piece of paper is your very best friend, and I'm going to explain why. First of all, a piece of paper, just like this, can very simply be turned into a poster, right? This is a wanted poster. This is something that I do with my GT kids often, is they have to look at it, what we call ologies. So you have to look at the concept from the perspective of another ologist. So if it's a biology concept, maybe you're looking at it from the perspective of an entomologist, or you can even look at it completely differently and look at it like from a meteorologist. Like if we're talking about turgor pressure and things like that, which is the pressure of water inside of the vacuole in a plant cell that helps the plant to stand upright and not wilt. How would a meteorologist look at turgor pressure? Because they're the ones that talk about the weather and they're going to know about the rain and stuff like that. So we would do like a poster like that from the perspective of an ologist. Or we would do a wanted poster like, wanted, turgor pressure in order to absorb up all this rain that's coming because I'm a meteorologist or something like that, okay? So that's an easy way. You turn it into any kind of poster you want. It could be that ologist poster. It could be just like a little research paper turned into a poster. It's anything, basically. Then, of course, you have the handy-dandy comic strip. So I'm going to show you how to make a comic strip. So you fold it in half, like so, and I'm going to put it on the paper so that it folds nicely. And voila, the kids call it hot dog. I don't let them call it hot dog because a normal piece of paper would be held like this. We call this vertical, and if we do this, this is horizontal. So now we have it vertically, and we're going to fold it into thirds. Visual math, I tell them. We're going to do some visual math. So this is a whole. We're going to make thirds. So how many pieces? We're going to make 3 pieces. So you fold it and they just eyeball it. You just let them eyeball it and they mess it up, and that's okay. And then you laugh, and it just gives them a little kinesthetic things to do to kind of keep them going so that they have something to do while they're thinking. Okay, and you're talking while you're folding this. Okay, we're going to make this comic strip. It's going to be about this or that. Like a really easy science concept is the do's and the don'ts, right, of lab safety. Okay. That's a really easy one that you can do. Definitely you can do a compare and contrast always in a comic strip. Like the top 3 is like the way that things are the same, and the bottom 3 are the way that things are different. Or I'm doing geotropism, I'm doing phototropism, I'm doing fight, I'm doing flight. Okay, so I'm doing a comic strip. With my pre-AP and my advanced kids, I definitely want them to have like a storyboard situation where it's like beginning, middle, and end. With some of my other kids, if they can just like chunk the concepts for me, like this is what geotropism looks like here, and this is what it looks like here, and this is what it looks like here. It doesn't always have to be like a continuous thing. So this is comic strip very easy. The other thing that you can do, obviously, with a white piece of paper is you can make a foldable. And there's about like 9 billion foldables that you can make. One of the easy ones is fold it in half. Again, if you're holding the paper upright, I would tell them this is horizontally, and we talk about the horizon being out here. So it gives us something to talk about while we fold, and they want to call it a hamburger, and we're not in 4th grade anymore, and so on and so forth, and we giggle. Okay, so you folded it, and now you have a midline. and then you fold the outside edge to the middle, which you can't see me doing, but you're folding the outside edge to the middle, and you're folding the outside edge to the middle, okay? And this is a shutter fold, so you can have concept 1 here, concept 2 there, and then you can write about them on the inside. This is another way you can also do a travel brochure. So if they're gonna do like a project about, you know, something interesting, okay, you wanna travel to the nervous system. The nervous system's a lot of fun. It gets to control everything. They draw some pictures of brains and nerves inside, and they can make a travel brochure. You can also turn this into a multifaceted, and do different, like 4, 6, 8 different things depending on how you fold it. Obviously, if you fold it in half, then you would have 4. If you fold it in half, and if you fold it in half again, you would have 8. So they would have to write pretty small. I try not to go to 8 if I don't have to, because then they have to write pretty small. But again, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side and 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. And I usually make them cut between the lines so that they have something to do. I could run and show you. Let me run and show you really quick. So we did this one today. That's why geotropism is on the brain, and I keep using that. So we did geotropism, phototropism, turgor pressure, stimulus, response, fight or flight. And then we just define it and draw it on the inside so that they have that. And then I have my interactive notebook, so I have them write like what is the stimulus and the response in each situation, okay? So that's a way that you can turn it into a really easy foldable. The other one I do, this was another foldable that I did, sexual versus asexual, so 2 parents versus 1 parent. And then we did traits and things like that, advantages and disadvantages. So really easy ways that a white piece of paper can just be your best friend and you don't have to go to the copy machine, or if you went and you forgot. The other thing you can do is just a 4 square. So you just grab it and you just fold it into 4ths this way. And then, voila. And so then you can do 4 vocabulary words. You can do that 4 square kind of thing. You can do a central vocabulary and they can define it and draw a picture and write it in a sentence and give an example or whatever. I generally like to have them do 4 different concepts, 4 different things. I don't usually have them use a whole piece of paper for 1 word because in this 1 square, they can write the word, they can define it, they can draw a picture. So there are lots of ways. I'm sure I haven't even gone over some of the other foldables and some of the other ways that you can use it. A lot of the kids know how to do origami, and you can do those cootie catcher things. I haven't tried that yet, but I've seen some of those, so I might try one of those. That was kind of all I wanted to talk to y'all about today, was just how magical this one single sheet of white printer paper can be. How effective a tool it can be in your classroom, and how much it can help you out just in case you forgot something or the printer's jammed or whatever. You can definitely do things with this white piece of paper. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you subscribe and check me out again next time. Thanks. Bye.